This is what we are talking about today. Today we are in what could be considered my fish room, but is not what I'm considering my fish room moving forward. This is actually our lounge. We have these huge aquariums out here. This one's my baby. That's not set up yet. This is the 4 foot by 8 foot by 2 foot, 480 gallon. But we have all these monster aquariums. I'm actually building out my first official fish room. So let's jump right into it. What is going on, shrimp kickers? This is Rob with flipaquatics.com, and today we are talking about planning out my first official fish room. So the gallery, aka the lounge, was potentially supposed to be my first fish room, but it never really worked out. And you know, we just haven't set up a lot of tanks. Now we have this huge plan with it with the aquarium club. And so today I want to show you our plan for my first official fish room. And the reason I want to do this is because I'm excited to do some breeding. So today I want to show you some fish that we have been saving / hoarding for my personal breeding, and really kind of the plans for this fish room that's going to be taking place over the next month. So you guys are going to see an update probably about a month from now of where we're currently at, and hopefully we can have fish in there and breeding within 3 months is the plan. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to give you all the details. So this is our messy lounge area right now that is going to be cleaned up soon. We always say that, but this is where I want to start the fish room. Now, it's going to look like a pretty boring space at the moment. It's pretty small, but we have huge plans in here. Right now, we got the security system in here. So all this stuff, everything in here is going to go bye-bye. We're getting rid of this door. We're getting rid of this wall. Emily's office is in here, which you guys see DJM all the time. She's the one behind the cameras, and she's the one doing all of our shorts. This door is the one that we're keeping, and this is going to be our fish room, or my fish room. I'm not even going to say ours, so it's already got the AC unit in it. This is going to be my personal fish room, and I'm going to show you guys basically what my plan is. But before I do that, I want to do the fun stuff, which is show you what I plan on keeping in this fish room, because I have a lot of it already. I've been kind of hoarding for this moment. Before this all gets renovated and you guys get to see what it looks like, let me show you the type of fish and shrimp that I want to keep. So right here is pretty much all Endlers, and this is one of the things that I'm super excited to breed. And we're already kind of breeding them. We have a bunch of different types. So like these would be the black bar Endlers. I freaking love Endlers right now for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're small, they have a ton of color, but it's something that like ever since we got the N class Endlers, I've just been really fascinated by them. And then we can bring them in from so many different countries. These ones are the black flame Endlers. Look at those, stinking amazing. Santa Marie, these ones are really pretty, and these ones are really hard to get. We haven't been able to get them for a while, so that's why we've been breeding them. I want to focus in on one of the males. They're pretty stunning. There's one up close. There he is. Look at that guy. The Santa Maria Endlers are phenomenal. And there's so many different types. Like these ones are the sky blue. We got these ones, I think, from Czech Republic. Like, look at them. The males are just amazing. The females are, just plain. Nothing crazy there. But the males are just absolutely gorgeous. We got the El Tigre. So like, again, just a small fish with just amazing coloration. Now these ones are El Tigre from a different country. Still absolutely gorgeous. Mostly, I think they're all males in here till they're chasing each other. Yeah, it just shows you how pretty they are. Now these ones are the albino yellows. Even the females on these ones I think are really cool. The males, I mean, they don't have a super big pop color, but you can see the orange on their tail. I think these guys are super fascinating. Now these ones I think are super cool. These are the snakeskin Endlers, super pretty. Just a different pattern than all the other ones we just looked at. They got like that snakeskin kind of look on their side with a huge black spot. So again, really pretty. I don't think we have any breeding in here yet, but these are ones that we're just kind of holding on to until I get the fish room done so that I can take the best ones over and start breeding them. Now these ones are just the regular yellow tigers. A little bit different than the last ones I looked at. Super cool coloration, beautiful colors. The females get huge. You saw that big girl in the background. These guys are always hungry, always ready to go. These ones are also breeding like crazy. So you can see all the babies out at the bottom. They haven't been eating their babies, so that's a great thing. Seem to be decently good parents. Again, we're really not trying to breed them. They're just kind of over here until we get our fish room, or my fish room set up. Here we have some green hornets. These guys came from Germany. These guys cost a pretty penny. They actually came from Aquarium Glasser, the really big importer out of Germany. Has some really high quality fish. So We got this line from them. Just a really cool green Endler. Now this aquarium's a little dirty, so please forgive me on that. But these are the Bengal tigers. Super cool. Also came from Germany. Really awesome line. We need to get some plants in here, give them a little bit more cover. But we mostly have females in here, or mostly have females. We have a bunch of males. But they have like the really cool white coloration in them. Like that male is just absolutely gorgeous. Next up, we have the Smoky Mary Endlers. These guys are mostly black with a couple little different flame type coloration on their tail and on their top fin. So really, really cool Endler. Again, I don't remember. We might have got these from Germany also. Cannot wait to start breeding these guys. Now these guys are just a classic. These are the Blue Star Endlers. There's a couple of little weird colorations mixed in there, like those really, really dark ones. Probably what I wouldn't go for. Like you can see like, oh, there's one with a nice blue right there. That's something that I would breed for because you want that really cool sky blue coloration on their sides. That guy's phenomenal. Then last but not least, these are the Red Chest Endlers. Pretty cool. Nothing like super colorful in here. Just a cool Endler nonetheless. I kind of want to just collect them all, you know, like Pokemon. Just get as many different varieties from as many countries as possible. Just start breeding them out and have fun with it because these guys are just super, super fascinating to me. Here's one of the things that I'm like super, super excited about is breeding the Dwarf Crayfish. So these are CPOs, or they're basically just orange Mexican crayfish. These guys are fairly easy to breed, but I just freaking love them. So this is something that I haven't worked with a ton, except for my time here in like the last year. But these guys have been breeding pretty good for us. There's no babies in this one. It's because it's like super stock. But these guys are just super colorful. This is as big as they get, which is about 2 inches. And there's some 3 other variants that we keep, and I'm just super fascinated by them. So this is definitely one of the ones that is going to be breeding in the new fish room. So here's one of our tanks of the orange Mexican crayfish that is actually breeding. These are a bunch of the babies that we've already had. We let most of the babies kind of grow up. There's some adults still in there. That one might be buried. It's hard to tell from here, but plenty of babies in here. So this is kind of like, you know, like I said, babies. This is one that we're just kind of using for a grub, just to give you an idea. Next up is the Blue Brazos Crayfish. This is one that is just super interesting. It's a little bit smaller than the orange Mexican crayfish. Not as great a color, but has some blue hues in there. You get some really, really nice ones. But a different variant that I'm super interested to keep. Again, there's a baby one that we bred back there. This is super cool. We just put these PVC caves in there. You can see them. They're all throughout the caves. They do really well for us. They are kept in the same parameters as Caridina shrimp, just to give you an idea. And they're extremely hardy. They do pick on each other if they don't have enough room. Super cool shrimp. Now these ones I call the Pierre. It's P-U-E-R, which you definitely, I don't think you say Pierre, but that's just what I say because I think it's funny. These ones are being really good too. These ones are extremely small, and they actually have some really cool blue colorations in with them. You can see there's like the adult, and definitely feisty. You saw the camera and started coming out here, but there's another one up there. Yeah, they got a lot of two to them. But you can see there's little baby, another adult, and just a really cool crayfish. But my favorite ones are actually these guys. These are called the Blue Mini Crayfish. Now, you can see that one just has phenomenal color. So you definitely could do some selective breeding to bring out some really cool coloration on these guys. But these ones have been breeding exceptionally well for us. We got, I think, 4 or 5 tanks of these guys going. But these are ones that I'm most excited. These ones in the oranges are probably the ones that I'm looking forward to the most. But just look at the attitude. Like, just come up to the camera, ready to take me out. Like, he's like, where you going? You want some of this? Crayfish, mini crayfish, definitely one that I can't wait to keep and breed. Now, this is the actual breeding group that I want to keep in the fish room. Jay Guppy might fight me on these ones, but these are ones we imported from Germany. These are the Liberty mollies, a wild type molly. They're kind of plain looking, but we picked out the ones that have the best color. I think we ordered maybe 100 or 200 of these. And just a really, really hard to find fish, and super excited to get these going. I don't think they've had babies for us yet, but this is definitely a tank that is set up for them. And the next one would be the Pacific mollies. These guys are absolutely gorgeous. Again, pretty plain on color, but you got to appreciate them for a wild type, and that's what I'm doing. So these are 2 really hard to find species that I'm super excited to keep. So you guys know me, I am a shrimp guy through and through, and I haven't talked about what shrimp I'm going to be keeping in the fish room. but this is certainly one of them. This is a royal blue orange-eyed tiger shrimp. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for a long time, you will know that these guys mean a whole heck of a lot to me. This shrimp is actually the reason that I married my wife, believe it or not. Long story with that. But without these shrimp, I wouldn't have my wife today. So super sentimental shrimp for me. And this is a colony that we got going. We have, I don't know, probably 150, 200 in here. They're still juveniles. So I think we're selling some on the website right now. But for the most part, we're not going to be selling all of these. I want to keep about a group of 20, maybe 30 for the fish room. And we're keeping them on Caridina substrate at the moment, but I want to get these guys transitioned to Neo-Caridina substrate and parameters just because I had a ton of success with breeding them on that. So these guys will definitely be one of the shrimp in the new fish room. Now here's another one that isn't an Endler, but I'm super excited to start breeding. This is a red swamp guppy. It's the smallest guppy that they have. They're a wild type, and you can see like this guy up here. They have some really cool colorations, and this is a really hard guppy to get. And we actually got it from Singapore. We were able to find it. They didn't offer male or females. They only offered the males, and we requested females, and they actually sent them. So we got a bunch of females in here. We got a breeding group going next door, and this is definitely one of the types that I want to start breeding out because, again, it's really hard to get, and that's the first time I've seen it in years, so was super excited to actually be able to get it in, and these guys are just absolutely phenomenal. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm going to do these racks specifically, but this type of setup. So this is our new snail rack setup that we're building out. Basically, what we're doing is we're doing a 3-tier, and then we're going to do a sump down here, and then this whole rack is going to be a central system. We don't want to do too many tanks to risk cross-contamination, but we want to do enough tanks that we can create a really consistent environment. We can keep it cycled all the time. And then if you look around the back, we kind of have it all going into the drains, so on and so forth, and it will all go down to a central system down here. And that's how you kind of keep the whole thing stable. You only have to heat it in one place. And that's what I'm thinking for the fish room. But let me actually take you upstairs and give you like my official thoughts on what I want to do with the new fish room. So this is the door we're going to be using for the new fish room. My thought is when you walk in, probably have a TV up here, and that's where we can be watching live streams or fish videos or movies, I don't know, but have something up there so that I can be entertained if I'm doing, you know, a lot of water changes, things like that. And then racks are going to start from there and kind of work their way around the whole room all the way over to here. And then this whole side is going to be countertop space for like all my storage, my water change buckets, things like that. I want to be able to have a mixing station in here where I can mix the water how I want it. I'm going to drill through the floor, bring up our RO water so that I just have an on-demand tap, and then do all the mixing in here, and then break this down by sections. So like I was talking about having a section for maybe guppy breeding, maybe Endler breeding, not guppies, that were no guppies over there. Endlers, shrimp, snails, different things, and then work down. And then the nice thing is the fish room where we keep everything is right below us. So then we're going to be able to drill holes through the ground for all of our drain lines. It will be nice to have like a nice sink right here because right now this is the lounge area with like all the big tanks, the display tanks. We don't have anywhere out there to actually, you know, sanitize our nets and everything. So we have to carry them all the way down to the basement. So it'd be nice to have something right here where we can just have a place that we can do all of our maintenance, sanitizing, keep all of our equipment, stuff like that. And then maybe I'll put the TV up here above that station. That way I can have rack go up to that wall. Maybe that's what I'll do. But this is just the planning phase. So we're going to start construction pretty soon. I'm going to be filming all that. We're getting rid of that door, getting rid of this wall. And then this thing is really going to come together, I think, pretty quick. Unless something catastrophic happens, I'm thinking like in a month, this thing's going to be pretty close to being able to put water in it and get things cycled. So this is going to come together quick. I'm super stoked for it. That's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed kind of like the little tour of our fish room. Also a little update on the gallery and also showing you what I'm going to keep in the new fish room. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully, you know, you're excited for this new process that I'm super excited for this fish room. And I'm excited to go on this journey with you guys of building out this fish room and what we're going to keep in it. So with that all being said, you guys made it a great day. As always, God bless, and we'll catch you on the flip side.